All right, now you can hear me. All right, cool. Audio. Now, I still have issues with my sound settings. Let's see, sound settings. What is going on with my sound settings? Scarlet. There we go. Is this working now? There we go. Yeah, it is working. Awesome. It is working. Things work when you do them right. Alrighty. Welcome to another Learn Day. This is the day to learn. Awesome. Yeah, let me close a few stuff here. I had too much things open because I was just getting the stream ready. Everything is working now. Seems like my camera seems a little bit weird. Is it fine? Seems like it's fine. 60 FPS. Let's see, highest FPS. Okay, seems like that is better. Okay, cool. It's working. Right on. All right, cool. All right, so today we're gonna be looking into the new and exciting. Let me just check something else again. That is fine. Cool. Right. Okay. Temperature seems to be working quite right now. All right, so today we're gonna be working with Unreal, and I'm pretty excited about the new Unreal stuff. Let's see, where did I put this? Let's make a new project. Here, let's call these I'm a little bit out of place because I haven't been doing regular streams, and that is not good because now you are not doing well when you stream, right? All right, so we're gonna make a thing. I don't think we need ray tracing for this or C++. So let's just make this. Let's call this project procedure. There's a light blocking my. There's a light on over my keyboard, and I can't. I don't know. My keys are very reflective. Seems like for some reasons, and I can't see the damn keys. The light that I have here is reflecting too much on the keys, which I guess are full of my hands grease. It's just so much specular on the keys. Also, let me switch to this camera so you can see what I'm looking at. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna deal with this procedural awesomeness. It's not gonna be awesome, but it's gonna be procedural. It's gonna be the first time I ever use this thing. I've been plug this computer for later. I've been looking at the stuff that people have been posting about this, and it looks quite nice. Max FPS. Let's make this 60 so we're not hitting the GPU as hard. So let's do something. Seems like we already have a terrain here, a landscape, but I don't think we're gonna need this. We're gonna make a new empty level, just a basic level, yeah. And we can delete this. I'm using Blender shortcut keys. We learn a lot of Blender these days as well, so it's pretty cool. I'm liking Blender now. I mean, I've been learning Blender for a while. I've been using it here and there. My brother and I used it a lot for a game we were making. Right, so first we need to see if we have the plugin, right? Because procedural stuff. So there's a couple of things here. There is the content, procedural content generation framework. We need that, which is what PCG means, procedural content generation, which of course is not gonna be it's not gonna be confusing with Houdini's PDG. Right. It's not gonna be confusing at all, right? So we have PCG and PDG. So I'm gonna enable that, and then we're also gonna enable this one as well. And then this mesh component seems like that is already set. So let's restart this guy. Don't save. So yeah, it's gonna be confusing land for a while. PCG and PDG. Yeah, confusing. Hey guys, alright, so this is gonna be fun. As I mentioned, I don't know this system, so I'm gonna start learning it. And hopefully this is a good experience for you as well. So let's make the UI a little bit bigger, because it's I mean, it is good for me, but I know that it's gonna be super small for you. And where's that developer widget reflector? Here it is. So let's make this what, 1.2. I think 1.2 is big enough for you, and it's not taking over my whole screen. Right, so content, seems like I have a ton of, this is the engine content, okay. Cool. I like to have the plugin, developers content and stuff like that sometimes, the engine content, so that's nice. Widget, what's the name of that thing that has the arrows? Hey Sergey, welcome. How are you doing? Right, so let's start with a fresh scene. So again, this is gonna be basically me remembering what I've been looking at and see if I can remember anything. So let's save this map right away. Let's make a new folder for maps, and let's call this map PCG stuff 01. So we have that guy. Oh, why is it not on the folder? Go to the folder, move it. Yeah. Okay, so we are not on this guy. And then, hey Node, yeah, I miss you guys too, really. I mean, I've been missing doing this stream so much. But yeah, I'm back. Sergey, I'm using Unity at the moment. Still super interested to watch. That's awesome. Unity is cool. I love all software is useful for different things. I mean, nobody can deny that Unity is amazing for mobile stuff. It's just the king there. So yeah, every software has good strengths, and every software, if that's what you feel comfortable using, is great. Should be using multiple software, really. Shouldn't just stick with one software. Let's call these PCG graphs. or graphs. Graphs. I'm gonna put my graphs here. I'm just wanna organize stuff. So we need. There's the PCG menu, which only has a PCG graph, and so it seems like we need something. Let's start with the simple forest example. Everybody starts with that, right? I mean, why not? Let's just call it forest. But that is a really not good naming convention. I'm pretty sure Epic is gonna say name it PCG something, PCG forest. Yeah, so that's a better naming convention for that. Okay. Let me know if you can see this stuff all right, or I can make it bigger. Let's see. I'm not super used to version 5 yet, so I don't know where things are. Sometimes I'm searching around for things, and so I want to create. Can you still show that window? Yeah, right. And you can place actors. There we go. You can still show that window. Cool. I want the landscape. Landscape mesh proxy. No, that's not what I want. That's it. I want to create a landscape. I don't even know how to create a landscape. That's great. So it's not what the hell, dude? I'm a super noob here. Oh, glasses. Thought the landscape was right here, but it's not. Is it terrain? Landscape. Is it this one? Landscape mesh actor? What is it called? Landscape mesh actor? No, it's not that one. What the hell? What the hell, dude? Let me see something. All right, I'm not in the right account here. Cool. Let me see on my laptop what I was doing over here. Okay. Right. Okay. Selection mode. Landscape. Yeah. There is our landscape now. Well, it's creating it. Okay, cool. Now we have that. Let's go back to this selection mode, and now we should have the PCG volume. There we go. Okay, we have it. Awesome. PCG volume. Let's just make it center of the world. Where is it? It's below the world. And I just love pressing end for everything. And we're gonna make this bigger, 50. You can't see that, it's pretty faint. The outline of it is pretty thin, but it's there. All right, so to this thing, this thing has a PCG graph that you assign, right? Then in the component, PCG component, here's where you assign the graph. So let's assign the graph that we are doing. Okay, so I think we're good so far. Open the graph. And should we just have this graph down here? Oh, you can't put it there. You can make it on the big window, but you can't attach it to this window. That's not great. I wish that was actually an option, because I could have this open. So yeah, I guess when I'm working, I'm gonna have this in the second monitor. But so all right, so I was looking into this, and there's a lot of similarities between. I mean, that's where I come from, right? I come from Houdini, so I always start relating things to Houdini. So I find similarities to Houdini, and I also find similarities to the Blender geometry node, which is what I've been learning a lot lately. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. It is pretty powerful. I want to learn more of this thing, because as far as I've seen, it has some pretty good stuff. I wish I could have this, maybe the viewport here, or maybe be able to attach this to this main window. So I don't want to be like moving around this window to be looking at though. Anyway, let's close that maybe, and maybe we can do this and have it like that. And maybe give it a little bit more space to this. Yeah, let's do it like this. This is gonna be good. So there's a bunch of stuff in PCG, as far as I've seen. I want to do something. The first thing I want to do always in my, when I'm doing a procedural system, I always want to do this scaffolding project that I've been teaching my students for a while. Like I always make my students do this scaffolding structure. It's a pretty good first entry into doing procedural stuff. I started doing that in Blender as well, to find the differences between Houdini and Blender and see where things match, where things don't match. But it seems like this, I don't know if you can, I still don't know if you can actually modify geometry in this context or not, or it's just more like spawning stuff. But so right now we're gonna work on another project that I teach my students to do, which is making a forest and having things not intersect, which is, I'll point you to a tutorial that I was watching that is actually pretty good, and it's actually doing everything very similar to the way I did in Houdini to solve that problem. So yeah, so there's a bunch of cool stuff. Let's see what else is here. So we have executing a blueprint, color, debug, density to control the density. I saw that stuff. Density filter to filter points, stuff like that. Self pruning, filter by tag, your data table, add attribute. Okay, so there's a bunch of attributes. Operations on attributes, attribute select, attribute reduce, break transform, vector utilities here, make vector attribute, cool, transfer attribute, all right, I see, that's cool. Combine paragraph property to param data. Sampler, which is basically taking a mesh and scattering points on it. Mesh to points, point samplers, spline sample. Okay, cool. Surface sampler, texture sampler, volume sampler. Okay, copy points. Mesh to points with colors. Spatial bounce modifier, create spline, difference, distance, scatter, get actor data, get landscape data, get primitive data. volume data, intersection, merge projection, 2-point, transform points, union, word rate, query, spawner, create points grid. Yeah, there's a spawn actor, static mesh spawner. Okay, apply scale to bounce. Yeah, all right. There's a bunch of cool stuff here. Baro, do you have Houdini engine build troubles on Linux? I'm asking because I'm not going to have any version. I haven't built Houdini engine on Linux. No, I don't think I've used Houdini engine on Linux at all. I built the engine, Houdini engine, but I mean Unreal Engine, but not Houdini engine. I don't use that on Linux because I really just don't use, for serious stuff, I don't use really Unreal Engine on Linux because there's missing some features from 5.5, so I'm not even using it on Linux. But no, I haven't built it on Linux. Sorry. I just use it on Windows because I just got tired of fighting it, and then after all the fighting, you have missing features. So if you don't care about that missing features, it's fine. But yeah. But I haven't built it on Linux. So all right, so let's start with the sampler. Is it surface sampler, the one that we needed? No. Volume sampler. No. What was the sampler that we needed here? Sampler. Texture, surface. Was it surface? It's not. Which one was it? The sampler that we needed for that thing. Oh yeah, we need the surface samples, but we need first the input. Where's the input on this here? In IO blueprint. So we have the input here. Sorry. You have the input, and we want the landscape, and we gonna take the landscape height, point extent, looseness. Okay, so that's cool that you can have parameters to control all these parameters. Nice. So now we should have, if we debug this, we should have points on this thing. As soon as we go here and generate, there we go. Okay, cool. We have points. All right. This is slow, but all right, cool. We have points. So we're basically just scattering points there, which is nice. Scattering points on the landscape, which it's a cool thing. I don't have any assets to spawn, but let's first, before we do that, before we even worry about that, there is the transform points. This is transform points, and I see this as this setup as a lot of how Houdini works. I make the viewport a little bit smaller. That's fine. A lot of how Houdini works, because we have the scatter like you have in Houdini, then you add properties to your point like P scale and rotation and orientation, normals and stuff, and then you do put the object that you're gonna copy into those points that you prepare. So I see this as a really similar kind of thing as we do in Houdini, really. Because after this, or you can actually just do it from here, static mesh spawner. We can spawn something from here, but I don't have anything yet, but we can try spawning something. Anything. And it's pretty cool that this thing has already built like a way to have multiple entries here, and it just selects from different meshes there. Let's spawn the axis. And did it work? I don't see it working here. Do I have to generate again? I don't see it. Is it working, or is it maybe it's too small? Let's select another. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it is working. I think that mesh was really small. So we have like spheres there generating. So let's generate this editor help now. Let's see, what else do we have here that is useful? Axis. There's another one that I like to use. Nano something. What is that thing called? That arrow's pretty small, seems like. Have like a tree there. Like a L system tree kind of thing. So yeah, so it is generating stuff already, which is great. But I guess we should have like a something to put on that thing, right? So let's see. Let's go to the, I guess, the marketplace. I should have a bunch of assets. Yeah, you're saying you're following my tutorial, but I think that thing was done a while ago. So it might not be working, but I'm not sure what the issue might be. I would need to go and check it out, see what is happening with the thing. Seems like the marketplace not loading, so let's load it here manually. All right. Let's see what I have. Is there a way to see the assets I have on the library? But can I see on the marketplace the assets that I own? Epic content. Let's see. Epic content should have some good trees or something like that, right? Let's see if we can find some trees. There's so much cool stuff on the asset store. I could see some trees there from the Paragon assets. But let's go to the permanent free collection. Let's see, what is it? Landscape Pro. That could be good. See if we have everything. Anything else? I know there's some vegetation stuff that I've seen around here. Spruce forest. Oh, I think this is actually the one that it was being used in the tutorial that I was watching. So let's do this one. Show all projects is this one. It's not compatible with the alternate. Choose an alternate version. That's nice. Add to project. There we go. Unable to access. Oh yeah, because that thing doesn't exist. Let's go to I think we could have. Let's make it here. V4 bolt. Try to make a bolt on my NAS drive so I can have my assets in my different systems there, so I don't have to be downloading the assets, same assets all over the place. But I've been moving around computers and stuff, so that folder didn't exist anymore. So I'm just making a new area for that. Let's see if there is, this thing is gonna add it there. So can I go back? Should be fine, right? I don't know. Free. Are we still in the free collection? Let's see what else we can find here. Still a lot of good stuff here. Let's get some flowers, some grass. Nice. Cool. All right, let's add this stuff as well. At the project, let's it doesn't want to add it because it says that it's not compatible, but I'm just selecting version 5 or 5.1 and it seems like it's working. I don't know, we're gonna find out if it works. We're gonna find out pretty soon for sure. Right. I mean, the Megascan stuff should be pretty good as well, and I always forget that the Megascans it's available here now. Quixel Bridge. No. Is it that one? Yeah. Is it? Do I need to log into this thing? Yeah. Let me do that. I'm thinking it's gonna open like an external window, right? Yeah. All right, let's see. So have you guys been using already version 5 or the new things in Unreal 5 or the new stuff in 5.2 they just announced recently? So that stuff just got me really excited about Unreal again. So much passwords. So much passwords. What happened? So much password stuff happening. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so this thing already signed in. Yeah, okay. So okay, bridge. It's good stuff. Collections. Let's grab some stuff here for garden plant, forest. Oh, this forest is cool. Tundra. Look at that. That's awesome. Is that like 2 assets on one or what? Tundra stone. Small stone. Small stone. Let's see. Stump, Stansom, Rocky. Tropical Beach, Dandra. What am I looking for? Let's just search for some things like a trunk. Big trunk that it's just fallen, like this one. I think this is the same. This is one asset, right? But it's just make it nanite quality. Sure, why not? Download. Ray. Hey, Ray. How are you doing? I can't do Unreal. It's difficult to learn. Nah, Unreal is not difficult. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do in Unreal, but it's not really difficult to learn. It's you need like 17 PhDs to learn, and I don't even have half of a PhD, and I've done things in Unreal, so totally not true. You don't need even half of a PhD to do this. Let's see if we can get some rocks, like a big rock. Don't even have like a half of a PhD or a quarter of a PhD. That mossy rock was nice. I like that rock. Try to animate some characters in sequencer, but none of my animations appear in sequencer, so I guess I have to learn more about retargeting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that Unreal. I mean, Unreal it's complicated because it's made of a lot of small systems that do things sometimes different, and sequencer sometimes takes a little bit of time to get used to, but once you just find how things are done and how you need to, what things you need to turn on and off, it's okay. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you just have to go through the steps and find how to do things, and then you'll be fine. Let's download a couple of rocks, and yeah, that one as well. Why not? They're free. I just love how these things are now just free for us to just use. It's just insane that these things are. We're just the work I was looking for. We're just spoiled that we have all this stuff. But it's great. I love to have all this stuff. Right. What else can we use in our forest? We can do some ruins with this collection as well, right? Because we have this collection Roman Empire. We could do like a ruins side and stuff like that with this school. That's another cool idea. You can see now, just looking at the assets, I'm getting uh, other ideas of stuff that I could do. So that's cool. Let's just close this guy. And we have now, let's see if the assets worked. Okay, so I downloaded the stuff, but I didn't import it into my project. Export none. I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know how to import this stuff. Oh, there you go. Just click that thing. Just click this thing, and it just puts it into your project. Cool. Everything will work out after 1,000 attempts. It's better if you look at the documentation, or just somebody else tutorial and follow it, and then just adapt it to what you need, because sometimes it's not as simple getting just opening Unreal and figuring things out. So as I mentioned, Unreal does so much things that you can get lost in all the details or the parameters. But once you start learning those things, it kind of becomes a little bit more intuitive. You start like getting how things are being done in Unreal. You know what? We can actually scatter some of these stuff to get like some sort of humanity into this thing that we're doing. It's already looking. It's already inspiring me to do things. This thing, which is nice. I imported the boulder 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 3. Yeah, this one imported into the cool. What projects have you made with Unreal? Can you show us? I worked with a bunch of projects, not personal projects, but at work. We don't do game stuff. We do a lot of things we do is do synthetic data for machine learning. So, and we render that in Unreal. So we use that on Unreal for that. But there are some things that are public, like this project I worked on. It's called Rare Plains a while ago, and it was generating synthetic airports. This was generated in Houdini. Well, not everything was generated in Houdini. Houdini generated data, and then we created instances in Unreal and all the texturing and created the images in Unreal, but all the procedural setups were done in Houdini, and then we exported point clouds into Unreal and stuff like that. I think there's a video for this. Let's see if I can find it. I think there was a public video of this. See if I can find it. There's a talk about it. No, there's a couple of stuff. This is the video that I was talking about. This is this was pretty interesting because everything was generated just from OSM data and satellite images. So we have like not a lot of data to generate stuff with. So we have to recreate and imagine a lot of things, how the buildings were really made and stuff like that. But yeah, this is Unreal. It doesn't look like super mega realistic, but it was good enough for synthetic data and detecting airplanes and stuff like that. So yeah, we've done a lot of stuff. This is the company that I used to work for before Meta. I think I work on this one as well. This fire demo. I think I did the smoke for this. Yeah, I did the smoke and fire for this one. My friend David did all the houses. I think this was my first project with him. I did all the fire and smoke in. That was done in Niagara. No, not Niagara. The old system. What was it called? Cascade? What was the old particle system called? I don't remember anymore. But yeah, this is on Rail as well. So we did this kind of things there. It was Cascade, right? Okay, yeah. Oh, also my popcorn is here. I did that popcorn stuff. What else is here? Airports. Did a bunch of interesting stuff here. The city stuff, is it here? I worked on the city stuff as well, but I don't think this one the one I worked in. Is it this one? I don't think this is the one that I worked in. No, this is another one. But yeah, all this stuff is also done in Unreal. For synthetic data, that's where we have all these synthetic, this segmentic masks. It's called segmentation masks. So yeah, we've done a lot of stuff. Right now I'm working doing a lot of synthetic data as well for humans. So it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. What else have I done in Unreal? Any other? I was doing a game, but I never finished that thing. I'm thinking about picking it up and doing it. Maybe finishing that game, but I don't know. I don't know if I will. That was like really early on Unreal Engine 4. Yeah. Hello everyone. Whoa. Even did this created this asset manager for building to keep bashing those assets from the game. It was pretty good. It was a pretty fun thing to just like build these like prototypes from these asset managers that I built. Man, this is what 6 years ago. This is so long ago. Wow. That was PySide, yes. Not PyQt. It's basically the same thing, but in a different license scheme. This was the trailer for my game, which is of course now abandoned. All these things were done in Blender. This was 7 years ago. Great. Another project forgotten. Yeah, it was kind of a take on asteroids, but on 3D space. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do it again for some reason. I've done a lot of stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I've done a ton of stuff. Really, done a ton of stuff. I've done TV, web, film, games, synthetic data now. So yeah, all right. So let's start. Start spawning some stuff here. Let's see. This thing is too big. Thumbnail size smaller. Sure. Meadows, spruce forest, meshes, full, high. Why not? Let's make the graphics card work. Although maybe this might be too much for if we are having like a lot of assets here. So you can see this guy's loading and it's taking a while to load. Oh, it even has animation. That's cool. Cool. Let's see. Do we have like a pine tree or something like that? Meshes, full, half. Let's do half maybe. Spruce half. All right, let's start doing some trees on this thing. So if you have questions about this, let me know. I'm, as I mentioned, I'm learning this, but I'm trying to make sense of it. And if we do this together, it's better if we just learn things together. Let's do this spruce. There's some winter spruces as well. I don't want the winter spruce. Let's do the spruce half. I don't want the winter one. Let's do this one. And it's taking a while to prepare the meshes there. I've seen some insane terrains done in Unreal Engine. Yeah, Unreal Engine does some pretty cool stuff. All right, so we have a bunch of trees here. It's not really that fun because there's just like a lot of trees. Do we have like a... I don't have like a... This is not a real game, so I can't even play. Would it work if I add a player start thingy? Player start. Let's put this player start. Where is it? Player start, where are you? Let's see. I don't have a player. Great. So, all right. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm here trying to learn how to model a TV in Houdini. That's great. I mean, I'm learning how to model in Blender again because I forgot. So I'm actually doing like introduction to modeling in Blender. For sure. I mean, it's what I'm learning right now. I have that on my laptop right now, like my project in progress. So it's good. Whatever you're learning, that's awesome. Cool. Let's see. Points per square meter. 1? No. If I want less, do I... Let's unplug that. If I want less points, do I make this smaller or bigger? That is a weird thing. Inspect. And then you have to do this. Okay, there we go. So I love this. This bottom part is basically like the geometry spreadsheet in Houdini. This is awesome. 0.2. 0.1. How do you add less things? Okay, make it smaller. So this is okay. There we go. That's less instances there. Cool. So let's not add so much of these things. 0.3, 300 trees. It's seems okay to me. There we go. It's not too much trees. Now, these transfer points, as I mentioned, is pretty cool because it's just like the I just hate that Unreal doesn't have like drop on wire tool or just inserting a node this easy, because it's just like, dude, insert a node is just so complex that you have to, I want to insert this node here, so I have to do this and that and then disconnect that one. Come on, are you are you kidding? It's just like, what? Why? That is just not good. I have to make Tab Pro for Unreal, I guess, and just like get this thing and say it, what was it? Gather, and then it would import it there, but no. So this thing is just gonna be your randomization, which is great. Rotation maximum 360, and then you have rotated ones, rotated trees, and then scale 0.5, and you have random scale. That was super simple to do. In Houdini, I mean, you can do that stuff, but it's not that simple. It's not that simple to do in Houdini. You have to, I mean, if you use some of the pre-existing nodes, but yeah, this is pretty cool. You have this, and then you have a seed for that, and nice. The part that I'm really happy about is let's gather something else with this guy. We can duplicate this node with Shift W. No, that doesn't work now. Come on, Control. They changed the duplicate shortcut. Since I use Unreal 4 at work, I'm used to Shift W, or Control W was Shift W. So I just close that. Let's open this again. So the cool thing is you have a different sampler, which in my head is basically just a scatterer. So I'm gonna make it a different seed, and then I'm gonna add the same amount of points is fine. So if we debug this, we have that. Let's not. Could we turn this off? How is the E or enable? So if we have this, we have two things on top of each other, and they're gonna maybe be on top of each other, right? Like let's make a rock for this this mossy thingy. Control D, put it here, E and E and E, and I rename this rocks. Didn't want it to rename that, but I did. So let's make this the rocks here, and disable the debugging on that, and then the rocks are pretty small, seems like. Yeah, they are small. Should have done like a third person template. So the rocks are pretty small, so I'm gonna transform that. Again, I wish that this thing transform points. Let's see, does fuzzy searching work? TP? No. Trans point? Oh, come on. You don't even have fuzzy searching on Unreal. Uh, I really need to make Tab Pro for Unreal. See, it's just why? Why? What if I search points? Points. At least that works. But if I want to search for transform points, I have to type the whole thing, trans, or just grab the mouse, transform, and then transform points. It doesn't even select transform points. It's selecting the last result. What the hell is going on? Do I have to take capital T transform points? No, not even not even that works. I type I have to type exactly the whole word to have transfer points available, because it's the only the only available thing there. Oh man, this is so stupid. Just so you know, the best fuzzy searching ever is the one on Sublime Text. If you ever use Sublime Text, there is, like, let's search for code. You can see it's code folding. Let's edit line, edit something. What is something on menus like swap line up? Let's see if I can find that. Swap. That is not part of this. I guess swap case. Let's see. Swap case. You can see it works. It finds the S and then case. Swaka. Yeah, swap case works. So that is how it should work. Does it work with SC? No, set syntax C. But if I type KSE, no, case. I'm just stressing it, but yeah, it does. Swap case, that finds the swap case. I mean, yeah, that is how it should work. But it doesn't. Great stuff for Unreal. So now we have to just transform points and then grab the dem node and then connect the node and then disconnect the other branch here, the other wire there. A lot of clicking around. Let's make this guy scale minimum 10. I guess it's too small. And 15. So, okay, so we have some big rocks there. Let's make them bigger. Let's make some really big. Even more big than that. Bigger than that stuff. Okay, so now we have... Alright, so this is the issue that I want to show you. Well, it's pretty clear here. So it's pretty clear here that that rock is going through that, or that the tree is going through that rock. And in Houdini, I made this exercise with my students, like have things not interpenetrate, and they were think really crazy things to that, which would probably work, but it was really complicated. But the way I do it in Houdini is actually just working on the points and deleting points from each other. But I think this is maybe not gonna work. What did I do? It suddenly got silly dark. Did I delete something? Oh yeah, yeah. I know what. The boxes are showing now. Yeah, those boxes. They're pretty big because we scale the rocks a lot, so we need to modify the bounding box. And that was called bounce modifier. And you have to delete the previous wire. Or you can... No, that doesn't work. Can you move it? Yeah, but that's not what I need. Cause you can grab it from there and put it somewhere else, but yeah, it doesn't. It's not really what I need in this case. Bounce modifier. So we need to make this really small. I made it like 10 times bigger, so it's gonna be super small. Okay, that is getting somewhere. Let's get closer to see what we're doing. Into the rocks. Let's see, where are the bounds? Are maybe a little bit too small. 0, 4, 0, 1. Okay, I can see them now. 0.5. Okay, 0.5 seems to be good. The height might be, the height is fine. 0, 2. Can I modify this with my cursor here? But it's not updating. I can, but it doesn't update immediately. So I'm just gonna have to be 0, 4, 0, 5. Okay, so I'm just trying to get these things to cover more or the actual surface of the rock, because right now they're pretty big. 0.04. Okay, that seems to be more or less the surface of the rock. So what I did this exact kind of thing in Houdini, and then so what we're basically gonna do is use these boxes to capture points on the points. Some points there are on the trees, and remove them from this branch, and don't spawn rocks on there. Yeah. And that thing was called prune? No, self pruning is not what I want. Intersect? Let's see, prune, point filtering. Intersection, was it? No. What was that thing called? Something Boolean? No. That thing was called point difference. Ah, yeah, difference. Okay, so we want to find the difference between I think this source and the points on the trees, and then we want to delete them. Let's see if that is actually what I want to do. But I need to remove that thing. Let's see that we can actually compare that. Remove that thing. remove this debug. There we go. So you can see now those boxes that were intersecting a tree, like this one here, like this box. It's kind of difficult to navigate on this viewport. I'm not an expert, but see this box that is intersecting those trees are now being removed. So we're using basically the bounding box of the trees to remove them. And if we look into that, this is what it's actually searching for. So we could try to make these bounding boxes smaller if we wanted rocks to be closer to that. But now that should be fine. So now rocks wouldn't be intersecting the other ones. I mean, rocks might be intersecting between them, which is here, but that's another thing, which is the self-prune thing. Self-pruning, which I also do in Houdini using just the fuse node. The radius is too big here, so you can see just tweaking this radius, it's gonna give you, the rocks are not gonna be intersecting between them. And then you could, I love that you can have like search from small to large or large to small, which is basically keeping the big ones or keeping the small ones, which is, that's actually pretty nice functionality that I might want to port into Houdini. That is a really nice option there. Let's see, 0.00001. Okay. Let's see if I disable this guy. Yeah, so you can see these two rocks here are too close to each other, and I can disable them, but I think it's doing too much. But I think I have to do it before all this. Now I modified the bounds here. Should be using, oh come on, where can I click on the damn node? Should be using this area, but I don't want it to delete as much. So I'm trying to make this radius smaller, but it seems like it's just not getting there. It's just ignoring at some point. All equal, none. Large to small, small to large. Yeah, it's removing too much for my taste. And the radius doesn't seem, I don't know, radius similarity factor. What is that for the move duplicates? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Scale method extends, relative, absolute. I don't know exactly what it's doing. Oh, I think it's using these boxes, which are now super big. So that, let's see if that is deleting less of those. Still deleting a lot of boxes that I don't want. Debug. A lot of rocks that I don't want it to delete. But that's the idea. I need to get used to how this thing works, I suppose. And and then find a way to control that a little bit more. But yeah, that is the way you can do that, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is again an exercise that I told my students to, or gave a challenge that I gave my students to try and solve, and I did it exactly like this, just capturing points with some geometric copy to the bounds of the to the points of the rocks, and then just deleted those for the other points, and that's it. It's pretty simple. Let's add, of course, not Control W. Close my graph again. Close my graph. Let's see. We can Control D. Let's add some grass or some to this. I want more points, 0, 1, maybe a lot more, but let's do it this for now. Yeah, a lot more than that. Let's make the point, this point smaller. 20, 20, 20. That's gonna give us 2.02. I think I need to lower the looseness. No, I need to add more points. Yeah, there we go. Let's hide this for now so we can look at the other points. And we can add more points. How much points is that? Inspect 19,000, like 20,000 points. That's okay, I guess. Hopefully we don't crash. Let's save. Are there options for scattering the points here? Is that something that I don't know? Because I think this seems like a little bit too regular to me right now. I'm not sure. Like different. I mean, there's ways to filter this. So let's. We had some. Oh, we can do the tree trunks as well. Spruce, flowers, grass. Let's see, grass. This doesn't seem to be meshes, it seems to be materials. Mega scans, wall, structure, boulder. Oh, we can do on the rocks here. We can add more entries there. We have a couple of rocks there. So let's add like 2 more entries there. Rock, mossy rock. Let's just grab it from here to be sure it's the one that we want. That one, and then is that the one that we already use? Yeah, we need this one. Save that. Let's add the other one there. Actually, I can just click here. Those things are gonna maybe be super big. So let's see. Enable this. Yeah. Yeah, the other rocks were pretty small, and then these rocks were big. So this transform points is just making them so large. That is not gonna work here. Don't spawn that, or this one. No, that is the one that I need. Is it? Okay. Yeah, those rocks are pretty big. I'm not gonna change it right now because I made the bounds already and I don't wanna change it. So let's just keep going with this for now. Meshes, flower mesh. Let's see, flower mesh. We add a lot of flowers to this stuff. Is there like a little bunch of flowers? Wait, can we also spawn like a blueprint? That is a good question here. Let's do another static mesh spawner. Can we add a blueprint? No, it's a static mesh. But component class, hierarchical instance static mesh component. Yeah, I see that. So you can also you can only put a foliage instance static, a grass or a hierarchical instance static mesh, or an instance static mesh. Yeah, that makes sense. Or you can make it those kind of things. But does it take a blueprint? No. Has to be a mesh. Grass. Do we have anything that's called grass? No. So flower. We have a bunch of flowers. Let's select this one and connect that thing there. It's preparing. It's preparing, and they are there actually. There we go. There's a bunch of flowers. Cool. The flowers are there. They're animated as well. We need another transform for this. Transform points for giving them rotation, then scale. Let's make them random scale 0.5 to 2, and then we can add a bunch of more flowers here, because why not? Let's add like, I don't know, 5 different types. 6, that's 6 actually. Flower. The other one I changed it to a foliage instance. I'm not sure if that's gonna be better for this. But just gonna change it to foliage for now, just to be have that there. I don't know. Foliage, because I'm not sure if the hierarchical instance can animate, and the foliage can animate as far as I know, or the grass as well. So that is cool. More flowers. We have a bunch of flowers. What other thing? This one. 3, 4. Foliage. flower. This one looks interesting. And we have one more flower. This one looks nice. Cool, so now we have a bunch of flowers. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Could even have more of this, really. Should have more. 3. Maybe 10 by 10 by 10. So that's giving us more points. Looseness 2. It's giving us a lot of plants there. It's looking quite good. Let's enable the trees as well. Nice. Do we have this is gonna be intersecting with the rocks pretty badly. I don't think we're gonna notice it as much with the trees, but the rocks might be intersecting really bad. So let's make the difference for those difference. This is gonna be the source, and then the rocks I want to remove from this thing and change this to binary. There we go. So now it's removing. This is what the thing that I don't like is just removing. In my case, I think it's removing too much. It's removing too much from the rocks. It's just I mean, I suppose there is another way to do this, because right now it's removing too much. I guess you would have to clamp subtraction. Again, that is, I think that's a little bit better. Let's see if we delete this. I don't see a difference now. We might need to find a set of plants that are definitely intersecting, and then see if it's actually happening. Like here, seems like there's definitely some intersection here for sure, and I messed up and I flied away from there. Let's see. So there's definitely intersection there. If I go this, that is doing nothing. Binary, it's removing them, but there's too much. Yeah, I don't think this is great. See, it's just removing too much around that rock. I don't think it should remove that much. But I guess we would have to modify the bounds even smaller for the rock, maybe. But that doesn't seem to make it. 0, 4 and 0, 0, 4. What did I do? Why is the rock gone? 0.0. Okay. What is happening? If I change that value, the rock goes away. I don't know why. Anywho. Is there a landscape material we can use for this? Let's search for one. Let's search for did we added this thing? Meadow flowers? Yeah, that's the one we're using, right? Landscape. Right. Cool. Cool. Why is this thing taking so long? Let's see if we have anything. Let's see if we have already some landscape here. Landscape grass, landscape layer info object. No results. Example content, summer, ground. Can we add this to the landscape? Crashing. Awesome. We crashed it. Couldn't leave the stream without crashing it, of course. Why wouldn't we crash it? Oh, drop my procedural. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, we only had one crash right now so far, so that's good. One crash. Yeah, sure, restore that stuff. Okay. Yeah, I don't have version control. How are you trying to check them out off? Cool. 4 editors were open when you quit unexpectedly. Open them. Yeah, sure. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a oh no, this is, can I create a new project, put that graph in that project, or should I just because I wanted to have like a play of, I don't want to I don't have any of this content. Let's create a new, yeah, let's see how portable this is. Let's create a new third-person project. Test PCG, I'm gonna call it. And we're gonna create that. It didn't crash, it just closed because it should launch the next project. It's launching it. So we're here. Let's see if we can let's make a new level of confidence and power. Let's delete that and then save this as a new map. Maps. Let's call this test PCG. What I want to do now, okay, I have this is done. What I want to do is open the other project. And where's my epic thingy? Library. I want to open this project. And I want to export the content to see how portable this stuff is. I mean, it should work fine. If we go here to graphs and I say migrate this, and yeah, migrate everything you need to migrate into my other project, which is the test PCG content. Sure, migrate the whole thing. Let's see if you had graphs in another project that you wanted to use in another project, how difficult would that be? Of course, it's taking all the assets with this, which is what is taking a long time. It's copying assets from one project to another, which is it's a lot of assets, but it should be good. So there we go. It's populating here. It's still exporting from here, so that is working. Seems like it's working. It should work. I just wanted to have something playable here. And did we find any landscape materials? I don't want to create one from scratch. Landscape. Plain forest. Let's see. Are there free stuff? Landscape auto generate, like in session concepts. Forest, landscape materials, volume 1, 2, and 3. That's good. I have that one actually. So let's add this to our project as well, which is gonna be the test PCG, which is not gonna work, but we're gonna say, yeah, work with it. It's a hack, but it works. I mean, we didn't have any issues with the other assets that we exported like that, so it works. Yeah. So this finished doing its thing. Let's open this PDG stuff, and there it is. There it is on our all other project, and we can add to this the wait, what project is this one? No, this is the old project, sorry. This is the new project. Okay. Yeah. So the graph is here. Whoa, there's nothing there. Where's my graph? I think I'm gonna have to close this project. Yeah, let's try closing this project and open it back up, because I don't see the asset there. Let's open it again. Library, test PCG, PCG. Should have like some music, right? Like, are there any music that is safe to play on YouTube? Should be some music to play. Best music for your stream. Oh, you know what is? I think it's safe. The there's what is that called? Chill music. Yeah, lo-fi hip hop. I don't know if that is gonna be safe for stream. Lo-fi safe for streaming on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I hear. I listen sometimes for when I'm studying, actually. Can you hear the music? You made it very low. Should be low. It shouldn't be like overpowering. Okay. If the stream gets demonetized or whatever, it's fine. Can you hear a little? Yeah, that's the idea. I can make it a little bit louder. Yeah, core will be better, of course, but that is not. It's not gonna be legal. Anyway, all right, so let's continue with this. And seems like my graph didn't export or didn't migrate here. All the assets migrated, seems like, but not the graph. The graph didn't migrate. Did I open the correct version of Unreal? About, what is the about thing? 5.20, yeah. About Unreal Editor 5.2. Why is there no graph? Oh, it's not enabled in this project. Forget the plugins are per project. I always forget that plugins are per project. This should be a way to enable them globally. So there it is. There's my graph now. Cool. And third person template works. Now we need a volume. We could use this geometry to spawn the objects in the PCG volume. There it is, PCG volume. Let's put it over here. We could use this geometry to spawn. That would be interesting to spawn the assets, the forest. But I guess we're gonna just use this for now. I don't know why I'm doing it on top of this, but we also need a landscape because we need the landscape height to spawn the things. We might sculpt this a little bit, just covering that stuff, I guess, because it's gonna be on top of it anyway. All right, that's enough sculpting. Let's see if it works. Where's the player start? Player start's gonna be below the landscape, so let's just make it above it, and let's save that and play. Okay, cool. The landscape's there. We can run around the landscape. We can jump out of it. Yay! And then we need to apply the graph to this thing. Should be the only one we have here. So there it is. Is it doing something? Save and play. It should generate on play. Huh. There was something to generate on play. Let's let's hit generate then. Sure, why it didn't generate on play. There was a setting to generate on play that I don't remember. Path tracing, collision, navigation, actor. Cool. All right, let's play. And we are on top of something. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. That's something that I forgot to do. The this thing for the flowers, we need to remove the collision stuff. Oh, this thing is so small. The Unreal Editor 5, it has so much inconsistencies on the font size. Like you can see, this font size is one size, this font size is another size, and then this font size is so small. So small. There's a lot of different sizes of fonts here. So now this is huge and this is still small. You can see it here side by side. This font is huge and this one is super small. I have complaints about about Unreal, seems like. Okay, so the static mesh, what is it? Let's search for collision. Collision. Oh yeah, each one of these we need to set it to no collision. Collision preset. What? Collision. What the? Okay. No collision. No collision. No collision. Oh no, I'm changing everything. That's not what I want. Damn. Okay, let me change everything and then I'm gonna add collisions to the one I want. The ones I want. No. Should be fine. I'm only on the flowers. Okay. Okay. Why am I opening Visual Studio now? Mobility. I don't want this to be movable. Do I? Why am I opening Visual Studio now? Okay, PDG said, oh, wait, can I just double click on this thing and open Visual Studio to edit this? No, right? That's not how things work. Somehow I opened Visual Studio with Oh yeah, it is. Look at this. This transform points, the whole code is here. Awesome. This is pretty cool because you can see how this thing is built and build your own. Awesome. Where's the C file? Is there a C file for this? Show me the C file. Cool. Nice. All right. Maybe we should be doing some of that. Actually, I would like to do that. All right, so cool. All right, now we are not colliding with the plants. We are colliding with the trees and the rock. No, not the rocks. The rocks don't have. Seems like the rock doesn't have a collision mesh. Let's check that. Let's check the rocks. Is this mossy rock not have a collision mesh? Where is that? I think this is the one that we use. Oh, it's pretty small, so I think it doesn't have a collision mesh. Show collision. No, it doesn't have it. Let's add it. Convex collision. Apply. I can see a little bit of it there, but it's not. Out of convex collision. That's the one that I use, right? That is too much. That is too much. Let's see, do I still have a collision? No. Whole count, let's make this 8. 32. Apply. That might be a little bit better. Still not great. 64. Apply. Can't really see the damn thing. You can't add more there, so let's apply here. Doesn't look good. Cold precision. I don't want to make this like complex collision, because it's gonna be collision. Let's remove the collision. That is like that is not good. But let's keep it like that to see what the hell's happening. Let's run it, and they should have collision now. There we go. It's not super precise, but seems to work for now. I don't want it to give it like a precise collision. Cool. I mean, this looks cool. This box there doesn't look cool. Also, the volume is respecting. I mean, the assets are respecting the elevation of the terrain. So let's get that terrain shader that we were looking at marketplace. Landscape. I always call it terrain, but it's landscape, right? The ones that were free. So much good stuff. Oh, we already added this, I think. Did we? Did I already do this? Yeah, I already did this. Grass landscape. Okay. Grass landscape. Oh, here it is. Materials. Default landscape material. I guess this is. Not an expert on landscapes, to be honest, but landscape material. Let's see what we have here. GL1, is it? Ground. Does that work? Hopefully, because I don't want to crash. Seems like one patch is black. The rest of this is doing something. Let's open this demo to see what materials they're using. Right, so are these landscapes? And yeah, okay. Like this one. Which one is this one? Landscape. This one is sample ground? No. Right, I don't know how to use this, seems like, right? This is MI grass layer ground POM. I think that's the one that I use. But oh, this is not the correct map. I modify this map. Do I have to assign it here or here? So I have to assign it to all these proxies. Yeah, but it's black. Why is it black? I need to enable that stuff. The parent's black. Now the parent seems to be working. Why is the parent doing that? All of these materials are not working. They go black once I try to use them. Weird. But seems to be working good here. Maybe it's because it's an old version. Let's see, are there any other landscapes? Landscape materials. Oh man, we've been here for 2 hours already. Landscape background, landscape pro. Landscape layers. Okay, let's try this one. Add to project. See if this works. If not, just 2 gigabytes, almost 3 gigabytes. What the? 26 materials, 86 meshes, 173 textures. Okay, there's a lot happening on this package, of course. This is the bad thing about Unreal, that it just gets, your projects get so insanely big. There's just, you can't really avoid that in Unreal. Projects are just gonna get so big. Like this project is already almost 4 gigabytes. And we're adding more to it, so. No, wait. Why is that 4 gigabytes? The previous one was already 5. I guess we don't have all those extra mega scans things that I downloaded on the other one. Yeah, I'm surprised there's only 4 megabytes, because yeah, 4 gigabytes, not megabytes. Okay. It's adding. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I already have like a solution for that, because when I used to do a lot of VFX, simulations take a ton of space, of course. So I have terabytes of space right by my side. So how big is this? So yeah, you can see here I have, in this is my old drive that is already full, 8 terabytes, and then my new one, which is this one, this is 17.4 terabytes. I still have 15 terabytes free, so that's good. So I have plenty of space for now, and I plan to upgrade this NAS to put another 10 terabytes drive there, so I can have like 20 terabytes total. So yeah, I have the space. I haven't been using it much lately because I'm not doing simulations anymore. But, so guess I can use those in Unreal. Guess I can move this camera a little bit. Yeah, still doing something. Anyway, the layer seems to be not working here. Could we sculpt this maybe a little bit more once while we are waiting for this grab? Let's sculpt it a little bit more, I guess. It's gonna be, whoa. Okay, it's cool that this is happening, because I know what's happening there. Cool, the volume is too low. All right, cool. Flatten. Let's flatten the top of this thing. Brush size. Let's flatten the top over here. There we go. Let's flatten the top. I should be able to run up the hill here. Can we do some hydro stuff? I never done landscape stuff really. So time for everything is erosion. Let's erode this thing. Let's erode it. Yeah, erode the damn thing. Cool. Alright, I think that's gonna be enough for that. You don't do VFX nowadays? No, I'm not doing any VFX right now because I'm not taking any extra work outside of Meta, so I haven't been doing any visual effects at all. Right, I'm taking a break really from VFX. I wanted to take time to do other things. Like you might not know, but I don't have a degree and I'm working on getting my degree. So studying my computer science degree, and so I wanted to take time to do that. Right, where's the material? Maps, test the thingy, base, landscape, material functions. Where's the damn material? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's not that I need it, but I want to do it. It's something that I just want to do. Let's see. Just for personal fulfillment, I guess. Something that I want to do. I guess no, I don't think that's the proper material. Should be the instance that is here. Cancel, should be this one. Are we going to get it? No. What the hell's going on? Why are all the material stuff, the landscape things going black? What am I doing wrong? They're just going black. What the hell? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. I'm gonna remove it, 'cause yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Just wanted to have like a nice material there. It's hard to go back to school once you're older, so yeah, I mean, I've been studying all my life. I haven't stopped studying. I just studied things specific that I wanted to study. The hard thing is studying things that I don't want to study because they're part of the program. That's why I left school in the first place, because I wanted to only study things that I wanted to study. Now the hard part is doing English composition 1, statistics, stuff like that I don't want to study. Just want to get back. I want to get to the meat of the degree and do programming and stuff like that. But it's fine. It's fine. I just, like I mentioned it, I want to do it, so I will do it. All right, so cool. We have some issues here. See, I'm under the terrain now because I sculpted above the player start. Could I escape this? I don't know. Could I escape the underworld? Could I escape the underworld? Follow us in the next episode to see if we escape the underworld. No, I'm colliding with the, with the. Yeah, I can't. Oh, there must be a glitch here somewhere. Glitch. No. All right, so let's fix this. The player starts is under. So a couple issues here. Player start is all the way down there, so let's move it somewhere there. And then the volume, it's being cut off, or the terrain is going too high up and the volume is not capturing that area. So we need to either move the volume or make it larger, specifically on the height, so we can get the terrain area there. Oh, that didn't work. No. Don't make that. Don't do that. The volume extends, or what? What do I need to? What do I need to change here? There. Okay. C. Let's change the C axis and let's make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's cool that now we can just make this thing bigger and have a bigger forest. That's nice. Let's make this big. And let's now play this. All right. The landscape looks like crap, but the forest looks okay-ish. I want to climb this area. Whoa, up the hill. Cool. We can just get guns and make it Fortnite. Alright, I mean, this is cool. Not a big thing overall, but we have a forest, we have trees, different trees. I mean, I didn't add different trees, did I? I know I didn't add different trees, just 1, 3. But yeah, this is cool. There's some issues on this wall here. The flowers are spawning in the direction of the. Are they spawning down? No, they're actually doing the right thing. They're pointing up. That is actually good. Yeah, because this tree, for example, it's also pointing up, which is great. It's doing the right thing, actually. That's pretty good. Cool. I like that, actually, because there's always a problem in Houdini when you have slopes. Trees sometimes spawn in the direction of the normal, which is not right for nature. All right, cool. I think we can call this done for today. So next time what I want to do is either do a Blender geometry nodes or try to build a system in Unreal procedurally, but build something like, I don't know, like the scaffolding, or the other thing that I like to build is a chandelier, which has a lot of copies. I'll see if that is possible in Unreal, and will be cool to do something like that, because I don't want to just stay on doing like scattering things. I want to be able to build assets procedurally. That is what I want. That will be good. All right. Okay. Well, hopefully you learned something about my failure to add a landscape material. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you know, you see in this video right now or later, let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I don't know. This material, I'm seeing this material looks to be fine, and then here now it's black. There is light on the scene, so I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, thank you for joining me on this adventure of today, exploring Unreal procedural content generation. We'll see you next week. I don't know exactly what we would do, but thank you for joining me. Thank you for your questions and your comments, and have a good one. Have a good week, and enjoy whatever you're doing, because whatever we're doing is cool, and if you enjoy it, it's just gonna be extra cool. All right, laters. See you.